doing it. Okay, so before I start with the paper thingamajiggy, I'm gonna play a small little game, very small. It's called You. I'm just gonna ask a general question. You, can you give me the definition of weird? Your definition of weird.
Someone who's not adapted to whatever is considered normal in society.
I like that. Why do you think you say adapted?
Because people try to, like fit in.
There. Marco, can I ask for your definition of weird?
Just it's that. So I think it has to do with a perspective as well. So for example, well, not an example, but something that's very, very different from what I do or feel, or that would be weird. But then I can be weird to somebody else. That's very different.
Yeah, completely. Okay.
Like, I don't know if this is really deep, but I think that weird is actually like kind of a social construction, and it's not actually something, because I can think that something is weird, but it could not be weird. I don't know if I'm explaining myself, but I think that is.
Yeah, so you say like weird is for like, it's like subjective for like every person.
Yes, like socially constructed. Like, I don't think that it is something in itself.
Okay, I like that.
I think it suggests something supernatural, like out of the ordinary.
Something supernatural, something out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Okay. Luis, give me one.
Okay, I think it's something out of the bounds of normality.
Damn, that was pretty. That was awesome. And then he's like, I don't know English. Jesus. Okay, so I'm gonna just delve into a small little story. I grew up an extremely weird kid. I was very shy, extremely fat, and extremely, extremely ugly. Yeah, and very awkward. And now I just like politics, because I think they're fun. So the first 2 years of my life were in Spain. I won't do anything with them, because I do not remember them. So we go right to island paradise. I went to an island on the outskirts of Miami, just filled to the brim with mangroves and fauna and pure and utter awesomeness. Key Biscayne, I don't know if you know.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Well, Key Biscayne was where I spent those next 6 years of my life. Truly and completely blissful. Amazing. It was just, I learned how to speak English almost flawlessly, because I have a long way to go still. But just the people there just gave me a new perspective on what the norm is and what the norm could be, at least mine. Let's see, what do you have here? Key Biscayne, absolutely fantastic. Spent those 6 years gallivanting around, just making memories and just having my childhood in America, which I didn't think about it then that I was doing that, but I come back here and I realize that I thank my parents a lot, and I thank whoever's up there. So I don't really believe in anything, but that put me in this position that I am right now to do the things that I want to do. We're gonna time travel a bit, because I don't have anything else written here. We're gonna time travel a bit to now. No, scratch that. We're gonna time travel a bit to the future, because I do like the future, because what the hell. And so I'll ask a question to the two whisperers above. What are your aspirations? What are your main aspiration in life? Just the general.
General.
Whatever you want. Can be general, can be super specific. I'd love the specific.
In general, be happy, and specific, keep on doing the things that I do now that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Stay healthy, and build a nice family.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Oh, I like that. I like that. So, my parents always drilled into my head that I should have these normal aspirations, and like, I don't know. I guess in Miami and a bit in my first years back in Spain, because I did come back to like vacation and shit. So, my bad. But my parents basically drilled into my head that I should lead a normal life. I should not dress like this. I should dress casually, normally, and how everybody else should be. And I said, bleep that, because I don't want to be like the rest. No offense, because I love people and everybody that surrounds me, and I love all of your faces. But I strive to be different. I developed the mentality that I like to call the weird mindset, because it's just striving to be away from the masses, striving away from the masses. I don't know why I like that, but I do like that. I like to think outside the box. I like to be a bit different. As you can probably see, as you probably noticed from the first day that I stepped into class. And I don't like to flaunt it, but when people ask me about it, I stand up to myself. And I want to learn talking, and I will say, today I am a little bit, tiny little bit, less nervous than I was last time. So, yeah, I mean. But the practice is mainly for one of the coolest aspirations that I want to do. I don't know in how many years, but I would love to do this. Be a motivational speaker. Being able to go up to university people, or maybe even children, speak to a massive audience or small audience with the hope and the intent of capturing a single soul and turning their life around. That's just a project that I would love to expand on. And I am expanding on it now, just learning to talk with the Time Capsule Project YouTube thingy that I explained the other day. It's just, I rewatch my videos, I see my flaws, I see what I could do better, and enact on it next time that it's up. And this is where I ask you, please give me some questions.
Question, what do you want to do for the motivational speeches? What do you want them to be the topic, the main topic?
Mainly about how discipline is not something, because mainly nowadays I bet mostly everybody has seen these classic videos on discipline about how you gotta work hard, it's all screaming, it's all aggressive, it's all a tone of voice that I don't like. Discipline does not have to be volcanoes erupting and the verge of death, which is what it seems like. It's all black, it's all like gloomy, it's all like, in some ways it does imply sometimes being alone. If you want to be disciplined, of course you're gonna have to be alone sometimes. You're gonna have to know how to spend time with yourself, because that is the one person you're gonna spend the rest of your life with. And I would mainly want the motivational speeches to talk about discipline and how it's okay to be lost. And yeah, just maybe drill into the head of some people that, like, for example, I literally, okay, this is gonna sound kind of stupid, but I didn't really start reading until I was 17. I read some books, of course, but I didn't actually start reading until I was 17. Why? I don't know. My parents would always, read, it's good for you. It's entertaining. It's like watching a movie, but better. Not for me. I realized that reading for me would be a way of simple and proper self-improvement. Like every book I've read has been for self-improvement in the ways that I want, in the ways that I mean. And I just think that I could redefine reading for, just as a very specific example, redefine reading for some people, like I have done for some friends. I've given them books, I've motivated them, like on one-on-one conversations, which are easier than speaking to a massive public. But yeah, basically, it helps to do these talks. I can imagine my friend behind the camera, the co-host of the project, just laughing his ass.
Okay, nice.
Anything else, please?
The other day you said about retiring at the age of 30.
Yes.
How does this work with that motivational speech? I mean, because you want to give motivational speeches.
Yeah.
And that's something you have to prepare, work for it.
Of course.
And so how is that gonna work with retiring at 30 years old?
Well, the main reason that I want to retire at 30 years old is to begin starting other projects. In terms of one of the projects being the motivational speeches. So the motivational speeches would be, or try to be, when I already have some type of, not status of, maybe, I don't know, status of respect or like position where I can impart wisdom more than knowledge, if that makes any sense. Did I answer your question?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
want me to?
No, you did.
And if
You
you're
sure?
good, you earn a lot of money actually. With just 1 hour conference, you can earn like 2,000 or 2,500 or something like that. If you're really, really good, it can raise up to 5. So yeah, that's an aspiration for people that do public speaking like me, or so yes, you can make money, but you have to be good and engaging. So of course, and you have to tell something interesting. But it's a good way of living. Do you want feedback?
Please.
Okay,
Please.
feedback.
Oh, come on.
It was very entertaining.
Entertaining.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, thank you.
Why was entertaining?
It engages with us.
Okay. Yep.
I don't know. He changes the tone of voice a lot,
Mhm.
emphasizes on things, so
Mhm.
it makes it easier to follow up.
Mhm. True. What else?
An amazing start he had,
Mhm.
and then I was also gonna talk about the movie on the class. It was really natural. Then when he told he's I mean I was gonna say something similar to Aurel when he told me like doing for example massive, and he decided that maybe if you're getting sleep or you're not paying
You wake up.
attention, yeah, that wakes up you,
Mhm.
keeping in touch with the public, asking questions. Making jokes,
Mhm.
and all of that. Maybe because I'm not professional, so it's hard for me to see the bad things. But
Mhm.
for me, it was amazing.
Okay. Nice. What else?
Nothing? Really?
You seem very confident when you're speaking.
I'm very. I promise it's just been like a month of. Because I learned a way to practice speaking. Well, practice anything called deliberate practice, which is completely overpowered. It makes no sense. And so I was like, how can I deliberately practice speaking? So basically, like, deliberate practice just involves doing something that you don't know how to do over and over again until you can't do it. You know, it's very simple, somewhat hard in practice, especially because it involves stress, and stress activating the certain part of your brain that just makes you snap in the moment and understand how to solve the problem that you have ahead. And really lost my train of thought.
Yeah, the thing is, the more you train, especially everything, of course, but especially when speaking in public, which is something that I get it, we hate it, but the only thing to overcome to this is just doing it. I was at your age, I freaked out if I had to do speeches or speaking in public. But the more you do it, you get used to it, you tell your brain that it's okay, you're not gonna die, no one's gonna hate you because of it, even though you do things wrong or say something that is not good or whatever. But the more you do it, the better you will become. It's training a skill.
Yeah, that's
what it
completely
is. So my turn now.
Please.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
It's a lot
I'm
of
ready,
talk.
I'm ready. I'm shaking.
Okay, just because we're not native English speakers, at least talking about me, because you speak much English than I do, but because of that, maybe I don't get all the words you say, because you use a lot of slang, which is great, because you're native, because
Yes.
living there. And slang gets different according to the country as
Mhm.
well. So some words, maybe if you think people won't get used to it, I would appreciate a little bit more of pronunciation.
Yeah.
To get them right.
Okay.
I don't know what you said in the very beginning.
No.
You could see it maybe in the video after. But I lost some expression because it comes naturally.
Yeah.
But maybe because of a little bit lack of pronunciation, I didn't get it right.
Okay.
So it's just adjusting to your public, because if you were talking with a US audience,
Mhm.
maybe you didn't have that problem.
That's true. That's true.
So, as they say, you make really good, engaging questions to the audience. You did something really good, which was when people were speaking there and you noticed that you lose their
Yeah.
attention, you just point at them on, you're gonna answer me now, so you keep attention back, okay? That's something that you can do. You need to know when to do it, because maybe it's an audience in which you cannot do that because they are talking about something important, but of course related to a class or something like that, you can do it. It's really good for engaging. And starting with questions is a really good way to start, okay, to make your point and make it interesting. Moving around was natural, was good. Yeah. At some point, you were asking people like, "What's weird for you? Describe it." And they start shy, but then in the end, they all wanted to participate.
Yeah.
You have to control the audience as well. You wanted them to participate, but at some point, imagine that you wanted them to stop. You have to manage that and cut that. Yeah, but you did, which was good. You encourage people to talk. You make people laugh, which is a really good way to engage. Jokes are really good to engage. You have to be aware of the cultural thing on which jokes to play. But yours were good. You play really good with your tone voice, so everybody listens to you. I thought, why you took your paper? You didn't need it at all. Why you took it?
Because I don't know, I like having something between my fingers.
Do you smoke?
Yeah?
Do you smoke?
Yes.
Okay, maybe that's why. Sometimes we have a habit of holding something, so maybe that's why. I don't know.
No, it probably is, because when I have like long rants with my friends, or maybe in some
Just
other videos,
see,
I am
how are you
smoking.
holding it?
Like this or like this.
Yeah, that's why. Because maybe you didn't need it. It's just like socially when speaking, maybe you have a
Yeah, the
cigar.
tendency to hold it like that,
Yeah.
of course.
Si pones
I
cigarrillo.
think it's
But for the next time,
Ya está.
I don't think you need a paper at all. Maybe it doesn't harm you to have a paper in your hands. It's okay. It's fine. But if you don't need it,
Why use
why use it? Yeah,
Completely agree.
because maybe, just maybe, you end up being tired of it and you don't know how to get rid of it in the middle of a speech. So just try next
Yeah.
time. And
Okay.
if you need it, you just hold it
Right.
next time. But when holding it, at once you look at it and you look at it really natural. If you have a paper and you want to go through it to consult some information, you can do it really natural. Like, okay, sometimes I do it. It's just something. People don't need to memorize everything. You can just, if you have it, it's a resource that you can use. So, and you did naturally as well. Storytelling was good. As I say, you were aware of keeping everybody's attention when they lose it. About facial expression, you're really expressive, not just with your body, but with your face as well.
Yes,
It's just
that's
you do the winking thing, and
Yeah.
so. When you are, because you have this ambitions of giving speeches, I
Yeah.
guess worldwide, maybe
Yeah.
to make more money.
To inspire more people, maybe.
Yeah, sure. We have to be aware of cultural differences.
Yeah.
Which kind of cultures do you think are gonna demand more facial expressions and more movement with your hands and body? For example, the US. What else? Which other countries or cultures? Mediterranean, Latin cultures. But for example, if you're doing a conference in Japan or more Asian part, their understanding of nonverbal communication is completely different because it's so cultural. So maybe there you're gonna restrict more your movements, control more those facial expressions. You cannot wink an eye to Japan
Yeah, I wouldn't
person
intend.
or in an Arabic country to a woman. So you have to be careful with those things that they come really natural to you, but when changing culture, you have to be aware of that, and we need to control our body language just a little bit if it's different to our culture background.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
To be
good.
fair, like I'm pretty obsessed with communication and like in all the ways. So like if I went to another place, regarding if
You
it's
will
even like
prepare
yeah,
for
I would
that.
prepare. Look up
Sure.
what's what's funny, what's good, what's bad,
Sure.
what's frowned upon,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
just
that's something
adapt.
definitely that you have to do. You have to
Yep.
prepare according to the country you're going
Mhm.
to. And just one thing, everything's super good, but what was the main goal?
Main goal was to talk about just brief story of me and aspirations.
Okay. Just that, because I detected like changing subjects, lots of information.
Yeah.
So I didn't get the point of that. I get all the information, but if you hadn't had 5 minutes, just one, which was the
Well,
goal? Just was that my
Yeah,
my
the main
question.
point was the aspiration of becoming a motivational
Okay.
speaker, which I think came across pretty neatly.
Yeah. Okay.
So the story was just filler and to engage a bit more with the audience that know a little bit about me,
Mhm.
not too much, hey,
Mhm.
but yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Thank you so much.